Hello there, you're watching HT Live 24/7. Wish you all happy Diwali. Signing on News Now. Here are the top stories. Indian origin Rishi Sunak is all ready to take over the Prime Ministership of United Kingdom right from today. Cyclonic storm Sitrang makes a landfall in the neighboring country Bangladesh and weakened into depression. India and a few other places in the world have witnessed partial solar eclipse today. US President Joe Biden has given a strong appraisal to Asian American community for scripting Diwali celebration as a joyous episode of American culture. Cyclone Sitrang had a devastating effect in Tripura last night, though people around took part in Diwali celebration and worshipping goddess Kali at different places. Sitrang failed to tame the people of Agartala to celebrate Diwali in presence of the ex-CM and Union Minister. Defying the warning by Disaster Management Committee and the AMC, 10,323 victimized teachers continued hunger strike and faced the devastating consequence. And in cricket, winning the toss, Australia have decided to field first against Sri Lanka in the World Cup T20 match today. Now the news in detail. During the global pandemic, like in many other countries, the United Kingdom also dipped down into economic crisis. Former UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson steered all efforts, but in vain. Later, Liz Truss became the new United Kingdom Prime Minister as she had defeated Indian origin Rishi Sunak by over 20,000 votes, but all's not well as she decided to resign as leader of her party. It probably occurred to her that her time as a Prime Minister will have been only as long as the leadership campaign that got her there. When Boris Johnson walked away from number 10, there was a sense in the United Kingdom that the time had come for stability, competence and the benefits of a boring politician who could steady the ship of state. At Truss's sea legs have proved remarkably shaky, and she has pulled off arguably the biggest coup in British political history by making Johnson's tenure look boring by comparison. And Truss began as a Prime Minister in September, proposing a radical agenda that she claimed was designed to kickstart economic growth. But she had to roll back on those plans almost immediately after the polar opposite happened. Her proposals triggered an immediate economic meltdown from which she never recovered. The shortness of her tenure does at least make it relatively easy to sum up where it all went wrong. Now it's the time for Rishi Sunak to die on 25th October 2022, Tuesday. He has become UK's first Indian origin British Prime Minister to form a government. Sunak met the King at Buckingham Palace after the later accepted the resignation of Liz Truss. Sunak said on Tuesday that he had been appointed in part to fix the mistakes made by his predecessors, Liz Truss, and warned the country might have to face difficult decisions to overcome a profound economic crisis. The 42-year-old investment banker turned politician comes from a Punjabi Khatri family, and his paternal grandfather had moved to Africa from Gujranwala before India gained independence. Gujranwala is now in the Punjab province of Pakistan. Later, Sunak's father moved to the UK. Sunak got to the Prime Minister's chair after winning the Conservative Party leadership race. Former Prime Minister Boris Johnson and the House of Commons leader Penny Mordaunt stood aside. Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi congratulated him on taking over as the Prime Minister of United Kingdom. Sunak's father-in-law and Infosys co-founder Narayana Murthy wished him success. Sunak is married to Narayana Murthy's daughter Akshata. Such an emergence of Indian origin Prime Minister of United Kingdom has been a burning issue for global talk today, when many believe that it's an epoch-making emergence of leadership for the better global benefit like climate control, economy and a lot more. Cyclone Sitrang left a devastating effect in Bangladesh last night, and 7 people lost their lives, including 3 members of a family, in the collapse of a brick railing and trees in Dhaka, Nagalkot in Kamila, and Daulakan and Charfasan in Bola, and Lahagra in Narail, as the severe storm lashed Bangladesh. Here in Tripura, the joy and splendidness of Diwali was marred yesterday due to incessant drizzling and heavy shower, and it accelerated the tormenting effect at night at around 11 p.m., resulting uprooting of trees at Amtoli, which caused accidents and casualties immensely. Many states of India, along with the world, have anticipated a partial solar eclipse today on 25th October 2022. It has begun in Iceland and has ended off the coast of India at around 6:30 p.m. The best visible parts are Western Russia and Kazakhstan, along with some Indian cities like Tamil Nadu, where the partial eclipse has been viewed in Chennai, but with little visibility, which commenced at 5:14 p.m. and ended at 5:45 p.m. Likewise, Bangalore also has witnessed such a solar eclipse for about 45 minutes. Celebration of Diwali now no more a festival of India only, it also attained its global magnitude by the US President Joe Biden and the First Lady Dr. Jill Biden as they hosted a Diwali reception on last Monday at the White House, which they called the largest since the People's House started celebrating the festival during the George Bush administration. More than 200 eminent Indian Americans attended reception at the East Room, a venue which has witnessed some of the landmark events related to the India-US relationship, including the signing of the nuclear deal and the joint press conference by then US President Barack Obama and Indian Prime Minister Manmohan Singh in November 2008. The reception saw some enthralling cultural events too. Cyclone Sunak had a devastating effect in Tripura last night, though people across the state took part in Diwali celebration and worshipping Goddess Kali at different places, including former Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Dev and the Union Minister Pratima Bhaumik in the state capital. 10,323 victimized teachers group continue the hunger strike for indefinite period of time, demanding the regain of their job at Orange Germany, Agartala, Tripura. But following the frowning effect of the cyclone Sunak, they remained obstinate enough to remain seated over there. With the progress of night, Sunak was buzzing her devastating strings and later simply collapsed the shed for hunger strike. A leader of the 10,223 victimized teachers, Pradeep Banik, was also present at that time over there. It is to be mentioned here that the Disaster Management Committee and the AMC held an emergency meeting at AMC Conference Hall in presence of the AMC Mayor Deepak Majumdar and the Commissioner Shailesh Kumar Yadav for safeguarding people. Now, sports news. In the T20 World Cup 2022 Australia vs Sri Lanka cricket match, Sri Lanka put up 157, losing 6 wickets against Australia on Tuesday. Opener Pratham Nishanka top scored with 40 but consumed 45 balls to score those runs, and Dhananjay De Silva chipped in with 26 in 23 deliveries, while Charita Lanka remained not out on 25 balls 38, helping the Icelanders cross 150. Australia now have piled up 19 runs, losing no wicket in 3 overs versus Sri Lanka. And Sri Lanka's score, again I mentioned here, 157, losing 6 wickets at 20 overs. On the pitch now, David Warner 8 runs and Aaron Finch 4 runs. And now the play in progress. Australia need 139 runs in 102 balls at 8.17 run per over to win this match. And that's all for now, and signing off. Thank you all for being with me. Keep watching AG Live 24/7. Bye for now.